Okay, so I'm just going to go through the new piece. Just lift this up a little bit. Oh, come on. Okay, so we can see the music. So you've chosen Elephants March in your party time book, page 12. Okay, both hands are in the bass clef, so they're all going to be below middle C, all the notes. Left hand first is C and G, and there are rests in between. So get that rest in between each note. That's the first line. Second line just alters one note. The thumb has moved to D. But then it changes back to C again at the end of the line and continues like that. And so on. All right, so I've gone a little bit further. I think you probably could do with the left hand. Now the right hand, we're only going to do the 2 lines, starts on G. So that's G with a third finger there, sorry. 4 notes below middle C, okay? And the notes, you need to follow them very carefully because there's lots of quavers here to follow round, but it's mainly going down to E or up to B. So it's only within that 5-finger grouping, all right, of notes. The other consideration here really is the timing. You've got this little tie over the crotchet to the first quaver, and it starts with a rest as well. So not easy rhythms, okay? So if I use my rhythm maker type exercise, let's just move this for a second. Okay, so I'm going to tap my 4 beats, because it's 4 beats in a bar, with my left hand, and I'm going to tap out the rhythm of that first line. Quite a lot of quavers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you want to use a pencil, but if you want to write the counting in, I'll show you here. So the first count is a rest, then the G comes on 2, then the tied G is count 3. And so you're not going to play that, you're just going to count it, which means the second quaver there is on the and count. Then we have 4 and. This time we start with the first beat with 2 quavers, different to the beginning, first bar. 1 and 2, but the crotchet still comes on the second beat and it's still tied to the beginning of the third beat. Then we play or count and 4 and. Then you've got a whole bar of quavers, so that will just be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Don't think I need to write that in. This is a single quaver which comes on the first count. That is a quaver rest, so that's a half count and that's a half count, which adds up to that first count. So that then means that that G comes on the second count and it lasts for the other 3 beats of that bar. Okay, so follow it on the music and I'll tap it out once again. Let's move it back again. All right, so I'm going to count in 4 and then I will do the rest at the beginning first as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's worth maybe doing a bit of that rhythm work before you have a go at playing the right hand. I'm going to play it now. So, sorry, can you not see that? I'm not sure if you could see when I was doing the other hand. I'll have to check. But the right hand now. Okay, so I'm going to do that counting in with my hand again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so have a go at learning that first. The second line is very similar, but it starts a note lower. It starts on F. Normally, of course, we wouldn't stop at the end of the line. So I'm going to start with the second line. I'm going to count in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just be careful towards the end here. This bar on the top is not the same pattern. I know they're different notes anyway, but it's not the same pattern. This one follows the same pattern, doesn't it? One note lower. But these bars here are very different. The notes are going in different directions to the ones in that bar. So watch out. And also the ending here, there's a skip there, whereas you don't have that on the first line. So watch out for the skip. You go from G down to E. And also that note is staccato, as well as being just a quaver in length. So staccato will make it shorter. And then you've got the long note on the second count in that bar. Okay, so just in case you couldn't see my left hand when I first started, this is C and G. So the first line with the rests in between all the notes. All right, and then the second line, it changes to D and G and so on, all right? And then at the end of the line, it goes back to the C to the G. All right, so the left hand's quite easy. If you tried it hands together, I'll just do the 2 lines now, hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Really listen to that staccato in the left hand. Sorry, that's talking. That's better. So you've got to be careful that you're always playing the staccato notes in the left hand, always exactly the same. But the right hand hasn't got any staccato, only one note at the end. Okay, so the right hand's going to be very, very connected and smooth sounding. But the left hand is completely different. So use your ears, listen carefully to make sure you can hear those 2 types of sounds between your 2 hands.